So now I have the great pleasure of handing over to Kelly to chair the next session with our leaders who are going to share their experience with us in the ripple effect in everyday practice. Thank you, Kelly.
Thank you, Vicky. I am so excited today to be chairing this panel. And I am thrilled to have the privilege of introducing you to 4 outstanding registered nurses who are with us today. Before I go on, I just want to also acknowledge that I'm coming to you from Dharawal country, where the Wadi Wadi people are the traditional custodians of this land, and recognise that the country and the connection to it has kept alive the longest continuing culture in the world despite the devastating impacts of colonisation. And I want to just pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging, and extend that to any Aboriginal or Torres Strait Islander person here today. So the purpose of today's session is to really showcase what we see as extraordinary people in aged care doing ordinary things, because we know that that's where the biggest ripple effect happens in aged care, and where our biggest leaders are. So these 4 nurses have been selected because they all have completed an aged care transition to practice program that was based on an evidence-based gerontological nursing competency course within the last couple of years. And each of these registered nurses were paired with a mentor as part of their learning program, and they were asked to do lots of things in the 6 months during this course. But basically, they were to reflect on who they are as a newly registered nurse, identify what their individual learning needs were, and undertake a series of learning activities and experiences to work towards this set of competencies and recognise that very special skill set that we have in aged care, and all in only 6 months. So they did absolutely amazingly. Each of these participants excelled in the course and loved it so much, they've come back to enrol in the next level of the competencies program, where they get to enhance, which is actually the name of the course, enhance and focus on their nursing leadership skills. So I'll introduce each of you to these wonderful 4 members that we have here today. So our first guest is Glisa. Hopefully she is joining us here. She's mid-medication round in Ibis Care in Sydney. Hello, Glisa, are you there?
Hello.
Hi, Glisa.
My internet is... Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, can.
Some parts of our place doesn't really have connection, so I might be in and out.
That's fine, Glisa. Thanks for joining.
There's no internet.
It's all
Thank
good.
you.
Next up, we have Sanjay from LDK. He's also quite the dedicated clinician. I think he's joining us from his car just after day shift today. Are you there, Sanjay?
Yep.
How was your shift today?
That's good. Quite busy.
Excellent. Our third guest is Georgia. She's a Wiradjuri woman who's currently working for Uniting Sydney Southwest and Nepean Community Care Area. And finally, we have Nikki, who's from St Andrew's Care in Canberra, whose talents were just formally recognised, and she's just been promoted to care manager. How's that role going, Nikki?
That's going well. Finding my feet still. Thank you.
Awesome.
Thanks.
Okay, so let's give a big round of applause to these 4 wonderful registered nurses who have just joined and dedicated themselves to aged care. It's so brilliant to see.